Hello, everybody. We are here with Golden Globes nominations, reaction and discussion, plus Critics' Choice, probably in a separate video, but we'll have that like very shortly. We'll be releasing them very close because the nominations are happening very, very close. So kicking off here with Golden Globes. So Thomas has already seen them, and I have not.
I
So
know.
I will be.
Yeah. Usually you're the one with the information, but this time, no. The roles
Yeah,
have
yeah.
reversed.
Well, they also happened very early in the US, and that would be
Yeah,
like the afternoon for you.
I guess.
So,
Yeah.
but no, I'm very, very excited to get to look through these for the first time. So I'll just be looking through the press release, and we'll give our thoughts on each pick because
Mm,
the Golden Globes can do some interesting things every once in a while.
yes.
All right, let's jump straight into it. Best Motion Picture Drama. So we have Belfast, okay.
Mm,
Coda,
yeah.
Dune, King Richard, and The Power of the Dog. Okay. This feels like it was expected.
Mm. Yeah,
These
I know there
five.
was a bit of, would Coda go comedy musical or would it go drama?
Yeah.
But I think either way it was pretty expected to get in. And then yeah, the other four are they're pretty obvious. We knew Belfast, we knew June, we know King Richard, we know Power of the Dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's one missing that
I don't
Coda took the place of, but I don't think so.
think
So
so.
no,
Well, because,
exactly.
like, you think so. Okay, well, let's take a look at comedy or musical. So
Hmm.
Cyrano, Don't Look Up, Licorice Pizza, Tick Tick Boom, West Side Story. So this, again, all seems pretty normal.
Hmm.
So I guess no Spencer, but like West Side Story's here, Tick Tick Boom is here, and then
Yeah,
Don't Look Up is here.
yeah.
So
So yeah, I think pretty standard, pretty what we were expecting.
yeah,
Yeah, interesting. Serrano got in. That's one that's sort of been on the bubble, but has been getting up. I guess the only one that sort of missed that we didn't know really about is being the Ricardos.
yeah,
It's got poor reception, but we didn't know if Golden Globes might give it something. But not in either of these two most major categories.
yeah. No, it's been doing pretty weak with best picture nominations. It's only gotten two, I believe, so
Mm,
far this season.
mm,
So for it's looking pretty weak for picture. And like I guess you could say The Lost Daughter, Passing, and Spencer all missed, but again, I don't think they were that expected to get in. Like, okay, so I know it was the musical or comedy category, but I do think that Serrano has to be considered. It's been getting nominated a lot in Best Picture, especially with things like Nightmare Alley and Being the Ricardos and
mm.
House of Gucci getting nominated nowhere, essentially, for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Like Cyrano could happen.
And again, we speak about the good release date. It's got a good release date.
New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
and it's got the actor that people will be looking at, so people will already be looking at that film.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could very well be one of those ones that sleeper hit.
For sure, for sure. All right, director. This is big.
They did something interesting.
Kenneth Branagh, Jane Campion, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Okay,
Okay.
Steven Spielberg and Denis Villeneuve. So PTA is missing.
Yes,
Oh no.
he is. And yeah, I just want to point out Snoop Dogg's pronunciation of Denis Villeneuve was just perfect.
Okay.
Dennis Villeneuve is what he called him. Dennis
Sounds like you.
Villeneuve is which genuinely made me laugh out loud. He is, yeah.
Dennis
Yeah,
Villeneuve.
yes, yeah. But they're very interesting. Maggie Gyllenhaal over PTA, especially since the Lost Daughter didn't even get into the
Picture.
best drama. So
Yeah.
but I mean, we've been seeing Maggie Gyllenhaal pick up these sorts of awards, but they've been in the more independent awards, like Gotham Awards, and but to replace PTA, that is big.
Gyllenhaal has been doing very good in director though.
Mm,
Like she really has. Both her and Lin-Manuel Miranda and Sean Hayter have all been doing surprisingly well in director so far. So maybe something to again. I still think it would be shocking if PTA like this should be the Oscars 5 if PTA replaces Gyllenhaal, but
yeah, but
I
it
who
could be a
knows?
shock.
Yeah,
Directing has been a category where shocks do take place sometimes.
yeah.
Thomas
Vinterberg
Lynchburg
last
last
year
year,
over
exactly. So
Fincher
could we see another shock this year?
potentially. Do the Oscars just hate Paul Thomas Anderson that much?
Maybe.
All right, Best Actress Drama: Jessica Chastain, Issa Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, Nicole Kidman being the Ricardo, so there it is.
Mm.
Lady Gaga, House of Gucci, and Kristen Stewart Spencer. This feels very normal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a yeah. I mean, they were exactly who we expect.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anyone else that could have gone at this point. I mean, Frances McDormand still, she's managed to stay in the conversation, but
Mm,
yeah.
Jennifer Hudson kind of felt like a Golden Globes pick, in all honesty,
Mm.
for respect.
Yeah,
And then you also have Alana Haim,
yeah,
um, and like
but
Emilia Jones, but no,
mm,
I mean, especially since like you can't pick foreign actresses, so unfortunately Penelope Cruz wasn't eligible. Um, but
wait,
yeah.
no, hang on. Alana Haim is in
Oh,
the
comedy or
other.
musical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Then
just thinking. I remember Alana Haim being called out because again,
okay.
that's another one. Snoop Dogg struggled to name.
Yeah. I forgot that that would be in comedy or musical, which I
Mm.
assume Rachel Zegler is also there as well. So
Yeah,
so let's take a
he
look.
is.
Oh yes, Marion Cotillard.
I knew you'd be happy there.
Yes. Oh, that makes me so happy. I hope Adam Driver is an actor. Alana Haim, Licorice Pizza. Jennifer Lawrence, Don't Look Up. Okay, that's interesting. We've seen her
Mm.
absolutely nowhere. Emma Stone.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
a weak category in all honesty. Like if Amelia Jones could have been in
Zegler.
here
Yeah.
for Coda, that would have at least strengthened things somewhat. But
Yeah.
otherwise, this is a weak category.
Emma Stone, really?
I mean, she
I
does
really
play
don't.
a very important role in her movie. She is, the title of the movie. So
Yeah, that's a pick,
mm,
huh? You like couldn't have gone Rachel Snot and Shiva Baby, just throwing that up there.
yeah,
If the
I would have
category
liked
was
to, but it's the Golden Globes. They're gonna
yeah,
pick Cruella over Shiva Baby.
that's very fair. I you don't know how happy Marion Cotillard makes me though. Her getting a nomination
Yeah.
that makes me so ridiculously happy. Okay, but yeah, this is normal. Alana Haim and Rachel Zegler are the only two Oscars contenders out of these.
Mm.
Now, whoever wins this category, which I assume will be Haim or Zegler, Lord help me if it's Emma Stone. Um, but I assuming it's one of those two, one of those like they could solidify themselves as a major Oscars contender. Whoever wins that between Haim versus Zegler, as kind of like
Mm.
the breakout star.
Yeah. That's true actually.
All right, actress in a supporting role: Catriona Balfe, Ariana DeBose, or Catriona Balfe, Belfast, Ariana DeBose, West Side Story, Kirsten Dunst, Power of the Dog, Ingenue Ellis, King Richard, and Ruth Negga, Passing. I'm feeling
Yeah.
more and more confident about this five every day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a Golden Globes that are not going to go for someone like Ann Dowd or, Marley Maitland, I guess, could have got in here, but
Yeah,
equally, I think this is a fairly solid five.
like I'm quite honestly probably predicting this five as of now.
Hmm.
Balfe,
Yeah,
DeBose,
same. I would
Dunst,
agree
Ellis,
with you.
Negga. It makes a
Yeah.
lot of
I
sense.
mean, Rita Moreno as well, you could throw in there as another potential, but at this point in time, I'd say these are the top five.
Yeah, yeah. Um. So, yeah, but makes a lot of sense. All right, best performance by an actor. Mahershala. Oh my God.
Yeah, I forgot
we,
they did that one.
we talked about this.
We did. We did.
Mahershala Ali Swan Song. We talked about
Mm.
how this could happen. I think I specifically mentioned the Golden Globes could go for this.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry, no one here is missing out. I think all of those ones are still in the two categories.
Okay.
So it is sort of a filler spot, really.
Yeah.
And I don't know who else they'd really have given it to.
I feel like we need to we should watch Swan Song now.
Maybe, yeah, maybe we
Comes
should.
out Apple TV this Friday. So
Yeah.
maybe. Javier Bardem being okay, so they're going really interesting with this one. Javier
Mm,
Bardem being their Cardos, Benedict Cumberbatch, Power of the Dog, Will Smith, King Richard, Denzel Washington, Tragedy of Macbeth, and then yeah, you have to assume that Garfield and Dinklage are going to be in musical or comedy.
Mm.
No Joaquin though.
Yeah, no Joaquin, and also no Bradley Cooper, who's
Yeah,
still in the conversation, but also
yeah,
no Adam Driver for either of his ones.
yeah,
Oh, actually, I just spoiled the other one. Adam
yeah.
Driver's not
Whatever.
in for an sorry. But yeah, Adam Driver, House Gucci not in here either.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'd still think Javier Bardem was climbing as being the Ricardos was climbing, but now that being the Ricardos has stopped climbing, I don't
yeah.
know about Javier Bardem as a possibility anymore.
No Nick Cage though either. Just throwing that out there.
Mm,
Like,
yeah,
I know
which
the
is
Golden Globes wouldn't normally go for that, but that like he's been getting a lot at critics groups.
mm,
So who knows? All right, actor, comedy, or musical: Leonardo DiCaprio, Don't Look Up. Oh yeah, he's the other one.
yeah,
Peter Dinklage, Cyrano, Andrew Garfield, Tick Tick Boom, and then the filler spots. I'm assuming R. Cooper Hoffman in Licorice Pizza and Anthony Ramos in The Heights. Interesting to see
yeah,
Anthony Ramos show up there. Um,
yeah,
I'm a bit confused how Marion Cotillard gets nominated and Adam Driver doesn't.
I do think even though I didn't like Annette, Adam Driver is very good in it, and I think Adam Driver in this category probably deserves the nomination over Anthony Ramos. I mean, I
Yeah,
haven't seen Licorice Pizza, so he may even deserve it over Cooper Hoffman, but we'll
yeah,
see.
it's unfortunate, but I'm at least glad I got something at a major
Mm,
award ceremony. Now we can
yeah,
only hope for Shiva Baby to pick up like a DGA best first feature or whatever, and I'll be happy.
yes,
But yeah, no, this is pretty normal. Nothing much here. Supporting actor Ben Affleck, The Tender Bar. My fucking god,
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it.
I'm not.
I'm having my hopes are high for that film.
My hopes are very low.
Yeah,
Why? Why? Okay. Jamie Dornan, Belfast, Kieran Hines, Belfast, Troy Kotzer Coda. That's huge.
that
That
is
is
big.
massive because like he's been picking up indie stuff, but him getting in at the Golden Globes
Mm,
is
yeah, that is
massive.
major. It is major.
I think we have to start predicting him now.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I think it's a situation where he's either very in by the time the Oscars rolled around, or he's very out.
Yeah.
Um, but he's building, Coda's building. It's all. It could careen into him getting this nomination. It could very well do that.
I think he's Paul Raci.
Mm,
I,
he
I, I
could
think
be.
he's just Paul Raci last year. And then thank God we get Cody Smith
Yeah.
McPhee in Power of the Dog.
Also, I do want to mention Snoop Dogg pronouncing Kieran Hines. Another brilliant one. He paused for a good 10 seconds before reading his name. He went, Jamie Dornan Belfast. And then you could see the look on his face as he realised he was going to have to try and pronounce this. He went for something like Koran Hinds or something like that. It was, but yeah, brilliant.
Nice. So what missed? Jared Leto. Thank you.
Mm, yeah.
Robin De Jesus. Sad. Um, I feel like those are two big misses. Maybe John Bernthal.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper as well for Licorice Pizza.
Yeah. Jesse Plemons.
Mm,
So there were quite a few misses here, but we expected that from supporting actor. I mean, I feel confident about Hines, Coetzee, and McPhee, and probably Dornan at this point.
mm,
Ben Affleck is not getting in at the Oscars.
no,
You cannot
no.
convince me otherwise. So that
Mm,
last spot is still, I still think it's between Leto, De Jesus, and Bernthal. I,
yeah.
I, I don't feel good about Plemons.
No, I think they might just look at that as then just putting Cody Smith McPhee, which would be a shame. I did really love Jesse Plemons' performance,
Yeah,
but if you've already got Kristen Dunst, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Cody Smith McPhee, they might not want to put in a fourth acting nomination. Um, yeah, between those two, John Bernthal and Woman Day Jesus,
and
I think
Leto,
it's Tick Tick
and
Boom. Oh,
Leto.
and Leto. Yeah, no, Leto. If Tick Tick Boom can keep this very high momentum it's got at the moment, I don't think it will drop off enough to drop out of Best Picture, but it's currently got very high momentum, and if it can keep that up, I think Robin Day has may get in
Yeah,
over Jim Burnham.
yeah, for sure. All right, best screenplay. So this is just overall, right? They don't split it between
Yeah,
original and adapted.
no,
So Licorice Pizza, Belfast, Power of the Dog, Don't Look Up, and Being the Ricardos. So this means that Being the Ricardos is really strong in screenplay.
Yeah.
And we also had only one adapted, as expected,
Yeah.
since adapted is super weak, and it's
Yeah.
Power of the Dog. Again, Power of the Dog is just winning adapted screenplay. I think that is like one of the biggest locks for a win right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
most confident about like that, and then like Kristen Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing else because I mean, Coda's there, but it's not going to win. You know,
Lost
West
Daughter.
Side Story is not going to win screenplay. Tick Tick Boom's not going to win screenplay. You know,
Yeah,
Power of a Dog is literally the only option at this point.
yeah, for sure. But then we basically got just 4 original screenplay nominations, which were Licorice Pizza, Belfast, Don't Look Up, and Being the Ricardos.
Mm.
So what missed? King Richard.
King Richard is the only top original contender that missed here.
Yeah.
Does that correlate to the Oscars? I don't know. I do think King Richard screenplay is a strong screenplay. Like, there's not going to be many people who dislike the King Richard screenplay.
Also, I think if it was split up, it would probably get in that 5th spot because there
Yeah.
was the one adapted in here. So I think King Richard is pretty safe. Like I think original is pretty safe right now with Licorice Pizza, Belfast, King Richard, Don't Look Up, Being the Ricardos.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good 5. Adapted, who knows?
Yes.
Nobody knows except that Power of the Dog is winning.
Mm.
All right, original score: French Dispatch and Okay.
Yeah.
Encanto. Power of the Dog, Parallel Mothers. I told you it would get nominated in score, and it would get nominated elsewhere, which would force Academy voters to watch it. Hence, Penelope Cruz gets nominated. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Dune.
Yes, and Dune.
Okay, so Dune, Power of the Dog, and French Dispatch were expected.
Mm.
And what missed? Don't Look Up.
Spencer missed, but it might be a thing. They don't want to put 2 Johnny Greenwood ones in there.
Yeah.
And then yes, Don't Look Up would be the other one. That's like high up that a lot of people would be surprised to see miss. Nightmare Alley as well, I guess, is still on that bubble at number 6, I guess. Come on, even as well, yeah. But yeah, Encanto getting in, it could, you know, it could be one of these animated films, you know, Soul, that just, you know, have a good score and get in. It could be one of those.
Yeah. Also, the fact that a foreign film got into a score category is huge for Parallel Mothers. Like, I'm being completely honest. I think that if Spain would have submitted it, I think it would have won international feature.
Oh, it could very well have done, yeah.
Considering it's probably getting in, like, if it would have gotten submitted, I think Penelope Cruz definitely gets into actress. I think it definitely gets into score. And then I think it could definitely get an original screenplay nomination.
Yeah.
Like it could be it could have been huge if Spain submitted it. And I still think though that it could pick up score and actress. Like I honestly do. It's there. Original song, Be Alive, King Richard. Dos Oruguitas from Encanto. I'm sure Snoop Dogg had a lot of fun with that one.
I don't believe it was him announcing that one, which is a shame.
Disappointing. Down to Joy, Belfast. Here I Am, Singing My Way Home from Respect. And No Time to Die, No Time to Die. So no Coda.
No, Just Look Up. That is a big one.
Oh, wow.
That is a big one that missed out here.
Yeah. Because, so Coda's actually been leading the nomination tally up to this point for Beyond the Shore.
Wow, okay.
Bien, Don't Look Up is huge. Like, I was considering predicting that for a win.
But, yeah. And I guess you could say Every Letter as well from Cyrano, but that's always been on the bubble, still is really. But yeah, Here I Am getting in over Beyond the Shore and Just Look Up. That's big.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to also No Harder They Fall, which could have been something the Golden Globes went for Guns Go Bang. I guess I'll have to give up on my hope that Sparks will get an Oscar nomination for May We Start.
Yes. Well, so at this point, it's important to mention Encanto is doing well. It's got, I think it gets 3 awards in this ceremony.
Yeah. I'd assume it gets animated feature.
Yeah, it does, if I remember correctly. I would have been remembering that very wrong if it didn't get in, but
Yeah.
I think it got in.
All right. Well, animated feature. First one is Encanto.
Okay.
Then Flea. Flea
Mm.
showing up at Golden Globes is huge. Luca. What the hell is that? My Sunny Mod.
I I don't
And
know.
then Raya and the Last Dragon. No
Yeah,
Mitchells.
no Mitchells, which is
That's
a
terrifying.
terrible, yeah, a terrible miss call. You know, it's
Yeah.
the best one in the category,
No,
and
easily.
it's
And
been
it's
winning
also been.
everywhere as well. So I don't even know
What did
why
you
it
say?
doesn't. Mitchell's Machine's been winning in a lot of places. So no,
Mitchell's is leading by far. Like
exactly.
it's been
I,
absolutely crushing.
yeah,
What
I
even
don't
is
see.
this movie, My Sunny Mod?
And like, even if you are gonna snub Mitchell's, you know, you'd expect to see something like Bell in there.
Yeah.
You know, no Bell.
Or Vivo even. I don't even know
Yeah,
what this thing is.
or even
Like I'm
Sing too.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it, My Sunny Mod. Like but like yeah, this is because yeah, Mitchell's has been crushing. Like it's looked like the clear number one going off of all the precursors so far.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. And then yeah, Riot gets in. All right, foreign language film.
Okay, this one's interesting. This one's very, very interesting.
So compartment number 6, Drive My Car, The Hand of God, A Hero, and Parallel Mothers. God damn it, no Titan. Okay.
No worst person in the world. That
No
is,
worst person in the world.
yeah, no Titan. You know, those are two pretty solid contenders right now, and neither of them are in.
That's disappointing about Titan. But Titan's also picked up a couple of critics' Best Picture nominations over the past week as well. So I'm not
Mm,
too worried. Because, I mean, I also, like, okay, let's be honest. The Golden Globes, I wasn't entirely expecting them to go for Titan.
mm,
Like, they're even more, like, conservative with their picks than the Oscars.
yeah.
So, yeah. Parallel Mothers getting in here, obviously, that's not eligible,
Mm.
sadly. But no, A Hero is here. And also no Flea.
Yeah, Flea is the other one that missed out. So that is three possible contenders in the Oscars, all missing out here.
Because it's a large gap in like nominations so far with the precursors. Like Worst Person in the World and Drive My Car have been battling for the one spot. Then Titan's been a solid number 3. Then A Hero and Flea have been doing really good battling for the 4 and 5. And then it's a massive drop off to everything else.
Mm.
So like those out of those 5, 3 missed.
Yeah.
Which is pretty huge. Now you have to assume that one of them gets in without Parallel Mothers.
Yeah.
Since,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, that's interesting, and I believe that's it. Correct?
I believe so. Yes. I
That
believe
is
so.
it. All right. So yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Also, no don't they normally do a documentary category?
I am. I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know.
I think they normally do, and there wasn't one this year, so that's interesting. Not really.
Yeah.
But yeah. Overall thoughts though on the Golden Globes.
Overall thoughts. I think it's a good batch of nominations. You know, we could have seen them put in Dear Evan Hansen. We could have seen them put in, you know, a whole host of other things, but
They
they
went with
didn't. You
net.
know, yes, exactly. They went for a net. They went for films like Swan Song, and you know, they went for these smaller films, which is good. Um, and yeah, I overall, as I said, pretty expected. You know, there are, but there are a lot of interesting ones. You know, Maggie Gyllenhaal is one of the biggest, you know, notable ones.
Yeah,
The exceptions in foreign language and the exceptions in animated,
yeah,
and then you know the filler spots that they chose to fill up their acting categories
yeah,
were some out there ones.
yeah. They definitely were. But overall, I'm not completely mad. I'm a little mad about Titan. Um, actually, like very mad. But this was not worst case scenario.
No,
Like the
exactly.
Golden Globes did a decent job this year. Now, who they're going to give their wins, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
But for now, the Golden Globes are not doing their worst. But that is it for our reactions to the Golden Globes Critics' Choice. Will be very shortly. Thomas, where can people find you?
You can find me at my YouTube channel, Payment Pictures. Just started the 12 Days of Christmas movies, where in the 12 days leading up to Christmas, we review a film a day.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you can find me on Letterboxd at Trevor Matson. And yeah, I am going to be doing stuff on this thing that you're already on. All right. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Like I said, Critics' Choice soon, plus Oscar buzz, so much awards content. Very, very exciting. But until next time, stay safe, everybody, and goodbye.